Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome once again to Sweet Johnson Stadium on the campus of North Eugene High School in beautiful Eugene, Oregon. As today, the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts play Game 2, or make that Day 2, of the Papa's Pizza Tournament hosted by the Emerald Challengers. The Doc Stewarts will play their third game from the tourney as they get ready to take on the Boys of Summer here in this matchup. And the Docs currently 2-0 after wins yesterday. The Boys of Summer getting their first win in the tourney just moments ago as they wrapped up a big 15-1 win, a 10-run Mercy Rule victory in 5 for Boys of Summer as they will go to 1-0 in tournament play. The Doc Stewarts looking to try and stay undefeated in the tournament, working to try and make it to a third consecutive tournament championship game. The Docs reaching the tournament championship in the Coach K Memorial Tournament down in Medford, also reaching the tournament championship game in their own tournament at home, the Father's Day tournament, back a couple of weeks ago. But they're in their third tourney of the summer and trying to see if they can win one finally as they take on the Papa's Pizza Invitational here in Eugene. Good morning, everybody. I'm Joey Keyran. It's another overcast morning here in Eugene, expecting clouds to start burning off as the day wears on, but nonetheless a very comfortable day to get some baseball underway here at Sweet Johnson Stadium. Doc Stewarts yesterday improving to 12-6 on the season as they were able to get a 10-9 walk-off win against Showtime Baseball in their first game of the day, and then turned around and had a 7-2 win over the Post 58 Crushers in the second game of the day. I mentioned just moments ago the Boys of Summer winning 15-1 as they were able to beat Showtime Baseball by a convincing manner. Been told this Boys of Summer squad, a pretty good one with a number of college guys on their roster. Should be a good, tough test for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts here today. This is the Roseburg Disposal pregame show as we count down to first pitch between the Docs and Boys of Summer. That is scheduled to come up in about 15 minutes from now. This pregame show is sponsored by Roseburg Disposal. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. We'll have a conversation coming up here in the pregame show with Roseburg Dr. Stewart's catcher and Roseburg High School graduate Knox Hubbard going to be joining us here in the pregame show as we continue our series of interviews with players on the Docs roster. And if you've been looking to find any of the past ones we've done, we talked with Ever Lamb yesterday. We've also had conversations with Cade Johnson, Sebastian Watson, and Dominic Tatone as we make our way through the roster. I haven't gotten a chance to post them online. The schedule got really busy, and my time has completely escaped me. There are plenty of things that have gotten away from me, one of which is getting these interviews posted. We will hopefully have more up online here real soon for you, but don't you worry. They'll be up there eventually, and you'll be able to find interviews with these young men to be able to listen back to, including the interview we have coming up with Knox Hubbard here in just a little moment. Those interviews are always eventually posted online. Let's just be honest with each other. They're eventually posted online on Doc Central, which you can be found on 541radio.com, where you can find recaps, the schedule, standings, and info on the team. It's Doc Central, presented by Champion Car Wash. Speaking of watching games, today's game is streaming live online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. Subscribe and watch Doc Stewart's baseball throughout the summer. The video stream is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and we appreciate their sponsorship of Doc's Baseball here this summer. All right, we'll take our first break here in the Roseburg Disposal pregame show, and when we come back, we'll have a conversation with Knox Hubbard, Doc Stewart's catcher. That's coming up in 2 minutes here on 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Back with more of our Roseburg Disposal pregame show. You can let them make the run to the dump for you. Give them a call at 673-7122. Today, the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's getting ready to take on the Boys of Summer, day 2 of the Papa's Pizza tournament in Eugene. And we continue our countdown to first pitch by getting a chance to catch up with some of the docs. We get to talk to Knox Hubbard today, one of the catchers on this doc squad this summer from Roseburg High School, graduating this spring. Knox, another summer with the docs. How do you feel about getting a chance to play baseball another summer here with Roseburg Dr. Stewart's across the chest?
Yeah, it's awesome. This is a great team. I'm excited about, our chances this year about winning everything. We've been to 2 championships already. We just need to get over that bump, though. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited. So,
well, hopefully a chance of doing that coming up this weekend. As the season's been building, chemistry starts to get better. Getting familiar with what you're expected to be doing over the summer starts to get a little bit easier. Have you been noticing some energy, some excitement for this team on what you guys have been doing? You mentioned 2 championship games and had a close one in that game against Idaho Falls down in Medford. Have you been noticing the team getting a little bit excited, kind of starting to realize what might be possible for you guys?
Yeah, we're already in state, so we already know what's coming. But we're coming closer. We're getting ready. So yeah.
You wrapped up your time at Roseburg High School this last year. I want to start back in the fall. You elected to play football this year. I'm remembering this. Fall seems like ages ago, but it's like it all popped into my head all of a sudden. I thought I remember him playing football again this year, and that was after a year off, if I'm not mistaken, right?
2 years off.
2 years. So football, was it a worthwhile endeavor for you? Obviously, the team had a great year this year. Was it worthwhile to come out for your senior year?
Definitely, yeah. That was a fun season. I'm happy about that season. So I'm glad I went out.
I can imagine. And you were a big part of it. It was great to see you out there. And then it continued on into the spring where you guys had another great year for Roseburg baseball. I know it fell a little bit short of some of the goals, but nonetheless a successful year. How'd you feel about senior year baseball there at Roseburg High?
Yeah, that was good. Wish that we got a little farther in playoffs, but, that's what happens. But, it was a good year. So.
Yeah. Now getting here into the summer, looking at kind of what you're hoping to make out of this summer with the Roseburg Dr. Stewart's, what are some of the goals and some of the things you're hoping to accomplish this summer here?
Well, I guess get to that state championship and hopefully win the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But I guess we just got to come closer as a team, and we could do it. So we just need more confidence. I mean, our pitchers are starting to get there. So it's good.
You're now graduated out of high school. The question always goes to what's coming up next for you. So, I don't think I've heard from you on what the future might hold for you. What are some of the hopes or plans that might be coming together?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to play for UCC because I'm going there for college. So that's probably where I'm going to go. So,
yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, go stick with Coach Jeremiah Robbins and stick Dom's going out there, I hear. So, you get a chance to be back at home and sticking around and playing at Champion Car Wash Field a little bit more. What study-wise, you still plan on going to UCC. Is there anything in particular you're planning to focus there, or just general stuff right now?
Just general stuff right now, just getting everything out of the way.
Yeah. And then hope to eventually be able to transfer a 4-year school and continue on?
Yeah, of course.
Anything that you're looking at trying to maybe thinking about studying for a degree? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to study, try to become a chiropractor. So
cool.
Get into, medical.
There you go. Yeah. All right, sounds good. Well, you've probably been able to learn a little bit about that. You got to probably play a little bit with Spencer Six, and that runs in his family. So you've gotten at least a glimpse into maybe what that world might be like. What's pushing you that direction? Chiropractor, medical field. What is there something that pushed you that direction that drew some interest in that?
One of my dad's friends was a chiropractor. He came over once and showed me like what he does for a living. I thought it was really cool. So yeah.
Nice. Relieving pain for people. Yeah. As a catcher, I could imagine you've probably got a few aches and pains that could probably use a chiropractor from time to time. Yeah. Talking with Knox Hubbard here in our pregame show as we get ready for Docs and Boys of Summer. So obviously looking and hoping to be able to play next year. What do you feel like are things you need to do to be able to kind of continue this baseball career for you?
I just need to stick with it, keep practicing, keep getting extra work in, just keep going to the field, just, stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, we hope that we get a chance to see you in that Riverhawk uniform coming up next year and see where things take you from there. I know that Coach Jeremiah's got a great program there at UCC, and it'd be awesome to see another local kid getting a chance to play with the Riverhawks. As for what you guys, for you, we always try to find out when you get downtime. I know it doesn't come often during the summer, but when you get a little bit of time to, do something, what kind of hobbies do you have? What kind of things do you like to do with a little bit of downtime?
Well, right now, since it's so hot, going tubing, going on the lake, swimming, just hanging out with friends. That's pretty much what I'd be doing like on my off days. So
where's the best swimming hole that you got?
Well, usually just go to Cooper.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty easy.
Yeah. It's just the most, the one that's right there. So just the easiest one.
You got a boat? You get out and do anything behind a boat or anything like that? Or?
My grandparents have a boat.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool. You wakeboard? Or,
yeah,
all
I can
that?
wakeboard.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. All right. It's been a while since I strapped on a wakeboard, but it's some good times there. Knox Hubbard joining us here. Well, Knox, it's been great. I probably need to wrap it up because first pitch is probably just about to come up here. So great to get a chance to chat with you here and get to know a little bit more about what's coming up for you. And best of luck the rest of this summer. It's been a lot of fun covering you and look forward to hopefully getting a chance to see you play some more ball.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe.
All right, Knox Hubbard joining us here for our pregame player interview as we get ready for Docs and the Boys of Summer. So we'll wrap it up there. We'll come back with hopefully your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineups right around the corner here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app, smartphone's app store, and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Well, we welcome you back here to Sweet Johnson Stadium in Eugene on the campus of North Eugene High School as we get ready to go for today's contest between the Doc Stewarts and the Boys of Summer here in the Papa's Pizza Tournament, 46th Invitational that they have put together here at Eugene, hosted by the Emerald Challengers. Getting ready for today's matchup, Doc Stewarts taking on the Boys of Summer. Both teams are undefeated at the moment in the tournament. And so we are looking to see which team will stay that way as we get ready to begin this contest. So we go ahead and take a look at how this one's going to shape up here for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, who will be the the visiting team in this matchup. And we'll take a look at your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup as the teams get ready to take the field. For the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, head coach Jeremiah Robbins out again today. Down there filling in, assistant coaches Tim Sestair and Jake Whistler. The lineup card they've put together will have Cade Johnson leading things off, playing at shortstop, followed by Sebastian Watson, the second baseman. The DH is Jace Johnson batting third, followed by third baseman Daniel Withers. At first base, Evan Corbin batting fifth. The catcher, Knox Hubbard, will bat sixth. Following him in left field is Braxton Dill. In right field will be Dominic Tatone batting eighth. And rounding out the starting nine will be Carson Dunn, your center fielder today for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. The DH being utilized for starting pitcher Tristan Ledbetter. So that is a look at your starting lineup for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, who will be up to bat first in this ball game. They will face off against a right-hander, Tanner Nichols, on the mound. Nichols is a right-hander. Let's take a look at the roster here. Tanner Nichols from Unumclaw High School, class of 2024, for this Boys of Summer team, which features pretty much mostly all Washington guys. They are out of Redmond, Washington area, from what I've been told. Behind the plate, they will have Casey McGargle, who will be catching. Out at first base is Matthew Liu. At second base, Cole Zilmer. At third base, Chris Mock. And at shortstop, Vic Mandotti. Then in the outfield from left to right, Owen Thies, Logan Blank, and Judah Kim. That is your starting defensive alignment for the Boys of Summer. Starting lineups are brought to you by Cooper's Pest Control. When you're looking for the best defense, call Cooper's Pest Control to protect your home from those summer bugs. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins. Call them at 673-0363. Cade Johnson, first pitch swinging, hits one to left field. That ball drops in for a second straight day. It's Cade Johnson that leads things off for the Doc Stewarts with a base hit. Yesterday, Cade Johnson in game one of the day for the Docs led off with a single. He gets the first hit of the day for the Docs here. It's a double to left field. And the Doc Stewarts will get on things early here against the Boys of Summer. One on for the Docs with nobody out, and now it's Sebastian Watson that'll bat with a man in scoring position. First pitch swinging for him. That ball out towards left center will drop in for a hit. Johnson rounding third. He'll head for home. An RBI single for Sebastian Watson, and the Doc Stewarts wasting no time here today, coming out firing with back-to-back base hits. The top two in the order, Watson and Johnson, yesterday were both doing pretty well with the bats in their hands. Scored most of the Doc Stewarts runs yesterday on a day that featured 17 runs total for the Docs. And it looks like they're going to start things off a bit the same here today. Johnson leads off with a double, then Watson with an RBI single. Now Jace Johnson will try to keep his hot streak going. He had a couple of extra base hits in game two yesterday for the Docs. He'll try to keep things going here in the top of the first. Takes the first pitch for strike one from Nichols. Low and outside, a 1-1 count. We get to chance to finally breathe here. The first two batters swinging at the first two pitches of the ball game for Nichols, resulting in the first run of the game. So Seabass and Cade Johnson, they sure are, putting the pressure on. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second as Watson will get in safely. That ball knocked down by the shortstop, Mandotti. And a runner out to second base for the Docs. A 1-2 count at the plate for Jace Johnson. Johnson will step back in, now with a man in scoring position. Delivery from Nichols. Takes his time out there. That one inside will hit Jace Johnson. Started wondering, with the time that was taken by Nichols on the mound, I kind of wondered, is he kind of looked like he was trying to find the grip in the glove on what pitch he wanted to throw there, and obviously things did not go to plan for him as he hits Jace Johnson with 2 strikes against him. Will put him on base, and the Doc Stewarts with runners at first and second, nobody out. Top of the first, Daniel Withers will bat, and he takes low for ball 1. Withers gets a chance to try and give the Docs a little bit bigger of a lead. He'll ground one up the middle. Could be a chance at 2. A flip from the shortstop to the second baseman. Throw to first gets away. Watson will come in to score. Up to second goes Withers. And so that will result in a second run for the Doc Stewarts and a man at second base. First error of the ball game. 1 away. Jace Johnson forced out at second as Vic Mendotti flips it to the second baseman Cole Zillmer. Withers on with a fielder's choice, then an error, moving him up to second. The first pitch fouled away. That error then allowing Sebastian Watson to score as well. So right now, 2 hits, 1 error here in the first. At the plate, Evan Corbin grounds one to third. They throw to third base. Gets away. Daniel Withers has to get up and going. He will take off for a home and will get a chance to score. Withers gets to the plate. Docs lead at 3-0 over Boys of Summer. And Coach Tim Sestair not happy that Withers took as long as he did to get up after his slide into third base to get to the plate, but he does end up scoring. 2 away on the ground out by Evan Corbin. Doc Stewarts are aggressive at the plate so far today. A lot of guys going after that first pitch, and now another hit batter. Knocks Hubbard. The first pitch to the lefty comes inside and hits him on the shin. And Hubbard will head down to first. He will get the courtesy runner to come out for him. This first inning been filled with a lot of action so far. That'll be Justin Jenks running at first base. 3 runs in, 2 errors, 2 away. And so now it is Braxton Dill at the plate. First pitch running, Justin Jenks heading to second. The throw on time, on target. Jenks cut down at second base. And that will wrap up things here in the top of the first inning. Doc's aggressive in this first inning. Swinging early, trying to steal bases. They force a couple of errors by the Boys of Summer and take a 3-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the first inning on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
He said the guy behind the plate. Yeah, he did.
Back here at Sweet Johnson Stadium for the bottom of the first inning. Doc Stewart's leading 3-0 over the Boys of Summer after 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors in the first inning. On the mound will be Tristan Ledbetter for the Doc Stewarts, coming off of his best performance of the season, according to head coach Jeremiah Robbins, after his start in the Coach K Classic down in Medford. Ledbetter coming in. He's making his 4th start of the season. Unfortunately, has an 0-2 record. He didn't get the win in a game. He pitched into the 7th inning. Docs would get the win in the bottom of the 7th, and picking up the win was Parker Berg. He vultured a win away from Tristan. 15 1/3 innings worked this season, a 5.48 ERA. 8 strikeouts, 6 walks in those 15 1/3 innings. He'll fire in the first pitch, strike 1 to the boys of summer as we get things going here. Taking a look at your lineup for the boys of summer, it's Cole Zillmer leading things off. The second baseman, a left-handed batter, fouls off a pitch for strike 2. Oh, excuse me, that ball is playable. I just happened to assume I was working on other things, filling out the lineup card. I looked down, and, of course, it's a playable ball. Ball caught in left field foul territory out there. And Cade Johnson and Braxton Dill both going after it there. Catch made, 1 away. Cole Zillmer goes down, and it's Chris Mock that'll bat. Mock is the third baseman. He takes high and away for ball 1. So it's Zillmer led things off, the second baseman. Mock at the plate right now, the third baseman. He will slap one right side. That gets in for a base hit. Out to Dominic Tourn in right field. A single with 1 out for Chris Mock. And the boys of summer will have their first hit and their first base runner. Vic Mandotti will bat, the shortstop. Following him is Logan Blank, the center fielder. Batting 5th is the right fielder, Judah Kim. Owen Thies, the left fielder, bats 6th, followed by Alex Henderson, the DH, batting in the 7th spot. Mason Martinell, the extra hitter, will bat in the 8th spot as the first pitch in for a strike to Mandotti. They do have 10 batters in the lineup here for the boys of summer. Batting in the 8th spot is Casey McGargle. There's another foul ball. 0-2 count here for Mandotti. McGargle is batting in the 9 spot. Matthew Liu will bat in the 10 spot. He is the first baseman. That is your starting lineup for the boys of summer. Ball left side on the 0-2 pitch, pulled into left field for Mandotti. He'll have back-to-back singles now for the boys of summer. Up to second base goes Chris Mock. So, boys of summer get their bats going here after the first out. Logan Blank will bat, the center fielder. Bats from the left side of the plate. Doc Stewart's with Knox Hubbard behind the plate here today. Split time back there with Parker Burke yesterday. First pitch by Ledbetter, misses by just a hair. Out at first base, Evan Corbin. Sebastian Watson at second. Daniel Withers at third. Cade Johnson at short. As Ledbetter misses outside, a 2-0 count to the cleanup man, Logan Blank. In the outfield from left to right, Braxton Dill, Carson Dunn, and Dominic Tourn, your defensive starters for the Doc Stewarts. Throw back down to second base after a pitch misses. Skying to get to that was Cade Johnson, the shortstop. .3-0 count for Logan Blank with 2 runners on base. He will take a strike on the outside corner from Ledbetter, who stays in the at-bat. .3-1 pitch. That ball slapped left side, will fall in foul territory for strike 2. Full count pitch coming up for Logan Blank. At first base, Vic Mandotti, and at second base, Chris Mock. They both had back-to-back singles, slipping one through the infield. Ledbetter working out of his stretch will come set. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3, got him looking on the outside corner. Blank goes down. First strikeout for Ledbetter here today. Strikeouts are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Don't let the perfect pitch get by you. One Peak Medical is accepting new patients, so visit them at onepeakmedical.com to book an appointment today. Outside, ball 1 to Judah Kim. Judah Kim, the starting right fielder, another lefty in the lineup for the boys this summer, coming off of a 15-1 win in their game just a little bit ago. Ground ball towards the shortstop, Cade Johnson. Gets around the umpire. One hops to Cade. and he flips it to second base for the out. Doc Stewart's get through the bottom of the first inning, not giving up the lead. They're on top 3-0 over the Boys of Summer. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Back with the top of the second on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Top of the second inning, Doc Stewart's leading the Boys of Summer 3-0.
Number 7, left fielder Braxton Dill.
Docs will have Braxton Dill, 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up here against Tanner Nichols. Braxton Dill, Dominic Tourn, and Carson Dunn coming up after the Docs sent 7 hitters to the plate in the first. On the mound, Tanner Nichols gave up a double and a single in the first 2 batters, then hit 2 in that first inning as well. Also 2 errors for the Boys of Summer in that first inning. A 1-0 pitch here for Braxton. He will take a strike, 1-1 count. Well, now that we have settled in here and I think filled out the lineup card pretty much complete, we can kind of take a look at some more of our notes into this one. Braxton Dill coming in today, batting .407 for the Doc Stewarts and 27 at-bats. Swings and misses for strike 2. Braxton has been having a nice season when he's been at the plate. He's got 11 hits total, 3 of them for doubles. He's driven in 5 runs as well. He will have a chance here on a 1-2 pitch coming up from Nichols. He takes high and inside for a 2-2 count. Dill leading things off for the Docs in the second. Takes strike 3 on the outside corner. Dill goes down looking. First strikeout for Tanner Nichols, who I'm sure is hoping that is a sign of things to come, starting to settle into the ball game. We'll see how this one goes. Up to bat, Dominic Tourn hitting in the 8th spot for the Doc Stewarts. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Dom trying to get his bat heating up here as the summer starts to wear on. Little swing and foul off the pitch. 185 batting average right now. Dom's trying to now add the hitting aspect to his game. First pitch, McGargle working behind the plate, picks it up on the outside corner. The sweeping tag, they did not have the baseball. Dominic Tourn will get to second base on the wild pitch. 1-0 count for Johnson at home. Tourn, aggressive, saw the pitch heading towards the dirt, took off. McGargle, a nice job behind the plate to stay with that ball, didn't let it get away. Made a good throw, but the second baseman couldn't hang on to the baseball. A 1-0 pitch taken inside for Johnson. 2 balls and no strikes to the leadoff man with a runner in scoring position here. Doc's leading 3-0 in the top of the second. Trying to add to it after scoring 3 in the first. Second baseman on the bag holding on to Tourn. The pitch goes to the plate and hits off the helmet for Cade Johnson. That one glancing the dome for Cade. And he will head on down to first. That is the 3rd hit batter for Tanner Nichols today. Brings up Sebastian Watson. Cade Johnson, that is the 7th time he's been hit by a pitch this season. First pitch to Sebastian misses, ball 1. Dominic Titone's been hit by 7 pitches this year. He's out at second after getting a single to get on base. Found a much more preferred option to get on base. Seabass gets behind one, launches this out towards left field, but it's going to be short of the warning track, and tracking it down is Owen Thies for the final out. Oh, Seabass got me a little excited there that he got a charge behind one, but he will go down as the third out. Doc Stewart's unable to capitalize on some runners on base. They still lead 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Left fielder, Owen Thies.
Start off the bottom of the second inning. Owen Thies, the left fielder, will ground one to Cade Johnson at second base. A couple of bounding bounces through the left side of the infield, right into the glove of Johnson, who fires over to Evan Corbin to retire Owen Thies to start things off here in the second inning. Doc Stewart's baseball for you here this morning on the score, brought to you by our friends at B&D Meats down in Winston. Get ready for the holiday season, but you better do it quick. Head on down to B&D for some meats to throw on the grill. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1 to Alex Henderson. He's the DH, batting for starting pitcher Tanner Nichols. He hits from the left side of the plate. Takes a strike at the knees for a 1-1 count. So for a second time in this tournament, the Doc Stewarts are playing a team that is going to bat 10 hitters, which I guess is a thing for some teams. It's a line drive out to center field. Carson Dunn wanted to lay out for it. He would have probably come up just a bit short, and he plays it smart and will take it on the one hop in center field. His speed can be dangerous both for opposing teams and for himself. With his speed, he feels like he can get to everything, but sometimes you just got to play it safe. And he does so there for Henderson, limits him to the single. Mason Martinell will swing at the first pitch, but he rips that one foul, left side.
You got to live outside.
That'll be an 0-1 count for Martinell, the extra hitter in the lineup card. He takes outside, a 1-1 count. It was against Showtime Baseball, the travel club they're based out of Washington. As the ball now once again fouled away by Martinell. They're based out of Vancouver, Washington, Showtime Baseball. They got players from all over Oregon, mostly up and down the I-5 corridor. But they had an extra hitter. Now you got Boys of Summer, another traveling club team. They've got the extra hitter as well. And a strike 3 on a breaking ball. Martinell watches that go by. Second strikeout of the game for Tristan Ledbetter. Again, strikeouts are brought to you by One Peak Medical. Visit onepeakmedical.com to book an appointment today. They're covered by most insurances. 2 down. It'll be the catcher, Casey McGargle, that'll bat. He takes low and outside on the first pitch. A 1-0 count. McGargle batting in the 9 spot. Ooh, looked almost like it might hit the outside corner, just outside. The on-deck hitter is the 10 hitter, Matthew Liu, the first baseman. It's a pickoff throw over to first, gets away, bounces off the hedges. Evan Corbin will track it down on the Red Rock cinder that is the perimeter here at Sweet Johnson. So a throwing error on the pickoff throw by Ledbetter will put Henderson out at second base. First error of the game for the Doc Stewarts. A 2-0 delivery to McGargle with a man in scoring position. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Swede Johnson, if you weren't here for the description yesterday, 320 down the left field side, 330 down the right field side, 390 to either side of center field. Turf on the mound and at home as a pitch in. That one dribbled foul down the third base side. Strike two, evens up the count for McGargle. It's real grass on the infield, real dirt out there on the infield, but home and the mound are artificial turf. It's grass down the baselines on the first and third base side. 2-2 pitch, line drive shot, goes right to Cade Johnson. A little leap that he probably didn't need, but it doesn't matter. It's in the glove for the third out. Doc Stewart's defense behind Tristan Ledbetter helping him out, and the Doc Stewarts will hold the Boys of Summer off the board for a second inning. 3-0 our score heading to the top of the third. Doc Stewart's in front on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Doc Stewart's baseball here on the score, brought to you by Tim's Appliance at the corner of Lane and South Stevens in Roseburg. 0% financing is always available. It'll be Jace Johnson to lead things off for the Docs on top of Boys of Summer, 3-0. First pitch, strike one to Johnson, who was hit by a pitch last time up against Tanner Nichols. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Mendotti in front of it. Took a late hop. Bounces off the second base right back to him. He fires to first but will not get it there in time. Jace Johnson on. That'll be a fielding error out there at shortstop. One on, nobody out for the Docs here in the third. That ball went up the middle. Mendotti got in front of it, but it took a late hop up off his chest, bobbled it around, and then it bounced off of the second base bag right back to Mendotti. He made a quick throw to first, but it was not going to be in time to get Jace Johnson after the bobble. Foul ball on the first pitch to Daniel Withers. Well, the scoreboard put that up as a hit for the Docs. I don't know. Hit the outside corner on a breaking ball to Daniel Withers. Let's see if I can find out what the Docs put it on in their own scorebook, which isn't always 100% on the judgment scale, but we'll see. 0-2 pitch coming up for Daniel Withers. Withers gets underneath one, out towards left center, shallow, mid in the outfield out there, not too far. And a quick adjustment for Blank in center field to get underneath that to retire Daniel Withers. One away. First pitch to Evan Corbin. Breaking ball ends up in the dirt for ball one. So right now, as I have it scored, Docs with 3 runs on 3 hits, 3 errors for Boys of Summer. So pitch drops in for a strike against Corbin, and then the Boys of Summer, no runs on 3 hits and 1 Doc's error. So the Doc Stewarts have 2 errors for Boys of Summer. We've all got a different scorebook going. 1-1 pitch here for Evan Corbin. Down low, runner going. Jace will get in without a slide to second base. In safely, the tag just behind him. 2 balls and a strike to Evan Corbin. And now a man in scoring position after the stolen base by Jace Johnson. Corbin grounds one hard to the shortstop. He airmails it to first base. That one bounces off the railing in front of the dugout. And they call that a dead ball off of the railing there. And they will give Jace Johnson an extra base with the ball out of play. Well, now they're going to confer on this. Nope, they will. So Jace Johnson scores on the error, on the throwing error by the shortstop Mendotti. Evan Corbin gets all the way to second base on the error.
Number 4, the catcher.
So the Docs will add another run, 4-0. Docs did put that down as an error on the hit by Jace Johnson, so I think we're in agreement. They just didn't have one of the errors I had in the first inning, which would have been a throwing error, most likely. They don't catch them all, I think, sometimes. All right, a 1-0 pitch here for Knox Hubbard. Bats with Evan Corbin out at second base after he reached on the error. On the mound, Nichols. A 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Knox Hubbard. Today's game sponsored by Roseburg Honda. Buying a car can be a hassle, but at Roseburg Honda, it's different. Customer satisfaction is their highest priority. Visit Roseburg Honda, where they treat you like family because they are family. Top of the third, Docs lead 4-0 now. A strike taken by Hubbard, who was our pregame show guest. Got a chance to talk to Knox and hear more from him. Trying to get his season going at the plate. Been a bit of a slower start. Basically up out of his crouch, standing behind the plate, is the catcher McGargle. They wanted the pitch upstairs. They got it. It was too high. 2-2 count. I gotta feel Knox, especially a catcher, he's probably paying attention some to what the catcher's doing. He had to notice that the catcher was standing up back there. That pitch misses the mark, well outside. Full count now for Hubbard, who is one of the team leaders in walks. His average may not be where he'd like it, but Knox has been finding ways on base. Oh, his average at 310. It's come up, I think, some there for him. That's good to see. He does have 12 walks coming into today. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. The full count pitch, outside, ball 4. Make it 13 walks on the season for Knox Hubbard. And that is the first walk issued by Tanner Nichols. He's hit 3 batters. 1 out, runners at first and second, 1 away. Courtesy runner on. Justin Jenks out to first base for catcher Knox Hubbard. Braxton Dill struck out looking in the second inning. He'll look for some redemption here. Takes inside for ball 1. Doc Stewart's already 2-0 in this tournament and looking to go to 3-0 in the tourney, which would put them in a solid spot to make it into Championship Sunday and a chance to play for a title. Inside, a 2-0 count to Dill. Two-0 pitch for Dill. Strike taken, outside corner, right around the knees. Up to 47 pitches here in the third inning for Tanner Nichols, according to the scoreboard. The 2-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Braxton. Sun is shining down as the clouds parting ways a little earlier today than they did yesterday. A 2-2 pitch is high and inside. Full count for Braxton Dill. I was hearing on the news last night when I got home back to Roseburg. They're saying bring the sunscreen today, so I hope all the fans in the stands are prepared. They said the UV factor the index is really high today. 3-2 pitch, ground ball left side for Dill. Gets into left field. They're going to send Corbin around third, and now they're really going to send him. The ball gets by the left fielder, Thies. 1 runs in, 2 runs in, and putting the brakes on Braxton Dill back to second base. So Dill drives in 1, and then the fielding error brings in another. Dill ends up at second. So Evan Corbin scores. Knox Hubbard goes first. It's Justin Jenks running for Knox Hubbard. He goes from first all the way to home. Docs add 2 on the ground ball to left field by Braxton Dill, and the error in left field by Owen Thies. Fielding that ball, it got all the way by him, rolled practically to the warning track, and that allowed another run to come in and allowed Braxton Dill to get to second base. 0-1 count now for Dominic Tourn. He takes for a 1-1 count. So let me make that 1, 2, 3 errors that I've got down in this inning for the boys of summer. 1-1 pitch for Tourn. Pickoff move to second base. Not in time to get Dill off the mark out there. 64 degrees right now in Eugene. We are expecting to probably be right around 70 degrees by the time things wrap up. A high of 81 today. 1-1 pitch. Tourn takes on the outside corner for strike 2. Dom with a single to right field in the second inning. 1 for 1 today. Only 1 out so far here in the third. With 3 runs in, Dom fouls off a pitch. Couldn't get on top of it and square it up. That one in on the handle. Tourn, the 8-hitter in the lineup. Waiting on deck, Carson Dunn. On top 6-0 for Roseburg, and the pitch high and away for Dominic Tourn. A 2-2 count. Docs with the 8-hitter at the plate, 9-hitter on deck. That would wrap up their second time through the lineup card, and we're only here in the third inning. The 2-2 for Dom. Got underneath it, popped this one up on the infield. Calling for it, the third baseman does make the catch. Chris Mock is there for the play. 2 down. That will bring up Carson Dunn.
Center fielder Carson Dunn.
Carson flew out to center field in his last at-bat. Ball well struck out that direction, but not enough to get over the head of the outfielder. That is Logan Blank in center field. 0-1 count, strike on the first pitch to Dunn from Tanner Nichols, who's trying to get through another tough inning. That ball jam shot, a little soft liner to third. Chris Mock charging in, makes the catch. And that will finish off the Doc Stewarts here in the third inning. They had 3 runs on 1 hit, 3 errors, and 1 runner left on base here in the third inning for the Doc Stewarts. They're on top 6-0. So we go to the bottom of the third on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations. Top of the Hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Back here for the bottom of the third inning. Doc Stewart's baseball leading 6-0 over the boys this summer. It'll be the 10 hitter, then the top of the order for boys this summer. It's Matthew Liu, the first baseman, that'll get his first at-bat as the Docs look to Tristan Ledbetter to help protect this 6-0 lead. He works in a first pitch strike one. Docs Baseball today brought to you by Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com. Call them at 541-459-1545. Foul ball, first base side for Liu. Matthew Liu, the first baseman. Pitch outside by Knox Hubbard. Or, excuse me, caught by Knox Hubbard, but it's by Tristan Ledbetter that is outside. Liu from Skyline High School, class of 2022. He'll take outside, 2-2 count. Number of guys from 2022 on this program. For boys this summer, as a strike called, looking, Matthew Liu goes down. Third strikeout for Ledbetter in the ballgame. Top of the order coming up. It'll be Cole Zillmer, the second baseman. Popped up to the shortstop his first time up, out in foul territory. First pitch misses for ball one to Zillmer. Zillmer from O'Day High School. That's up in Bellevue, Washington, in that area. Ball fouled, and I'll watch it all the way this time. That is fouled and unplayable for strike one for Zillmer. Zillmer will be a senior next year there at O'Day High School. Takes Lone outside for a 2-1 count. Bottom of the third inning, Doc's up 6-0 so far against boys this summer. The 2-1 pitch swung on. Either foul tipped or missed. I wasn't sure either way. Nobody on base. No harm done. 2-2 count for Ledbetter to Zillmer. The 2-2 pitch here for Ledbetter. High and away. Well, it looks like maybe for those that are watching our video stream is having some lagging issues, so hopefully you're sticking with us. There's a 3-2 pitch. That ball in the air out towards left field, pretty well struck. Running it down, Braxton Dillon, left field will get to it in time. 2 away, long run for Dill out towards the alley in left center. And Dill able to get there just in time for the catch. 2 away, Chris Mock will bat.
Number 5, third baseman, Chris Mock.
Maybe some video quality and lagging issues. Our internet connection working off a cell phone here in Eugene today, and that might be the cause of that. Hopefully things stabilize once again for us. First pitch to Chris Mock. He grounds it foul, third base side. Trying to play the short hop. The coach at third base there couldn't snag that one. If he had a glove on, I think he makes that play. 0-1 count for Chris Mock, who had a single to right field his first time up. He will do that again. Flares one out to Dominic Tatone in right field. Mock 2 for 2 in the game on at first base. 1 on, 2 away. Sun breaking through, just a few puffy clouds in the sky. Shining down here at Sweet Johnson Stadium. Game 2 of the day here in the Papa's Pizza Invitational. Slow roller, third base side. Fair ball. It rolls off the bag at third. Daniel Withers could not scoop that one up on a bounding ball right at him. And that extends things here in the third. Mock up to second base. Vic Mandotti gets on base with the error. First and second for the boys of summer. 2 away. Logan Blank, the cleanup hitter, takes a breaking ball to the lefty for strike 1. Ledbetter trying to put up another scoreless inning here in the third. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive, gets up the middle, takes a high hop out to Carson Dunn, knocked it down, and he will get it in, but not in time to keep the runner from scoring. From second base, Chris Mock will come around to score. So Logan Blank drives in a run with the base hit. Up to second base goes Mendotti. 6-1 the score. Boys of Summer on the board for the first time here in this contest. Judah Kim will bat, the right fielder. First pitch, strike 1. So the inning continued, an extra batter after the ground ball to third. Couldn't make the play there for Withers, and the Boys of Summer make it work out. That ball will take a weird spin into foul territory down the first base side on a swinging bunt. Makes it an 0-2 count for Kim. Had a lot of spin on that ball. Hit in the grass on the infield, then hopped to the right and into foul territory, right where Tristan Ledbetter would collect it. 0-2 pitch with 2 down. Ledbetter trying to wrap it up. Will bounce one in. Trying to entice the hitter to chase after it. He could not. 0-2 count, or excuse me, a 1-2 count for Kim. Judah Kim. Home plate umpire says he went around. Tag applied by Knox Hubbard. And the Knox Stewarts will get through the bottom of the third inning, giving up 1 run to the Boys of Summer. 6-1 our score, heading to the top of the 4th inning here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Top of the 4th inning, Doc Stewart's Baseball brought to you by Flyaway Travel. You can book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. 6-1 the score. Doc Stewart's in front against Boys of Summer. Docs will look to continue to add to that. Boys of Summer getting on the board for the first time today. In that last half inning, we get a new pitcher on the mound, it looks like, for Boys of Summer.
Leading off the top of the 4th inning for the Roseburg,
taking over for Tanner Nichols.
Shortstop, Kate Johnson.
Take a look-see here. Top of the order, Kate Johnson leading things off for the Docs here in the 4th inning. New right-hander on the mound. First pitch swinging. Johnson pops it up. Foul territory, first base side. And it is caught just into fair territory, actually, is where things end up for the first baseman for Boys of Summer. It is Mason O'Connell that is pitching now.
Batting for Roseburg, number 2, second baseman, Sebastian Watson.
So 1 out on the fly ball by Johnson. Sebastian Watson will bat. He takes the first pitch, strike 1. So Mason O'Connell on the mound now after Tanner Nichols goes 3 innings. Watson, he'll pop one up. This one out to center field. And that is called for by Logan Blank. 2 down. So coming in to pitch, Mason O'Connell has done a nice job of quieting the bats for the Doc Stewarts, who have 4 hits coming into this frame. First pitch low to Jace Johnson. A 1-0 count. The 1-0 hits the outside corner, a 1-1 count.
Go, Jace. Go 1-6.
One ball, one strike to Jace Johnson. He is 0 for 1 in the game. Check swing, pulled it back, ball in the dirt, skips away from the catcher. That is still McGargle behind the plate. At first base, Matthew Liu. At second base, still Cole Zillmer. That is still Vic Mendotti at short. 2-1 pitch, inside, 3-1 count for Jace Johnson. Still Chris Mock at third. So the infield, no changes on anything there. 3-1 pitch. That one gets Jace Johnson in the ribs. So that is the 4th hit batter for the Doc Stewarts today. 3 of them by Tanner Nichols. And now Mason O'Connell, who has come in relief, will be his first batter. Logan Blank still in center field. Judah Kim in right. It's the first pitch, strike 1 to Daniel Withers. Trying to check the left fielder, but he keeps his glove right in front of his chest where his number is. Look like that's probably still Owen Thies out there as a ball fouled away. Strike 2 for Withers. Yep, that is still Thies. So the only change was on the mound for Boys of Summer. Jace Johnson on at first base after the hit by pitch. 1 on with 2 outs at the plate. An 0-2 count for Daniel Withers. Fouls off another one as he battles against the new man pitching for Boys of Summer. The 0-2 pitch here for Daniel Withers. Ground ball left side, knocked down by Mendotti. He'll throw to first, will not get it there in time. That'll be a base hit for Daniel Withers. Nice play by Mendotti at shortstop to dive and make an attempt. Got up throwing quickly, but not quick enough. Withers racing down the line will beat out the throw. Runners at first and second for the Docs with 2 away, and Evan Corbin up to bat. So with 2 down, Docs will have 2 runners on. For those that are watching online here with us, ball hit left side, line drive for Corbin. They're sending around Jace Johnson to the plate. He will score standing up. Withers ends up at second base. It's an RBI single for Evan Corbin to left field, his first hit of the game. And the Doc Stewarts will add another run here in the 4th, now leading by 6 again, 7-1. First pitch swinging there for Evan Corbin. He'll be at first. At second base, Daniel Withers. Knox Hubbard will bat. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. I was going to say, we're going to try and switch over to the AT&T Wi-Fi and see, or the AT&T service, and see if that does us any better. Although right now I'm getting 1 bar of 5G on my AT&T, so maybe that's not a good idea. Cell phone signal. We're in a major city like Eugene, and you can't get a good signal. Low, a 2-0 count here for Knox Hubbard, the lefty. Two-0 count. Low and inside. Three balls, no strikes for Hubbard, who has walked already once and again been hit by a pitch. The 3-0 from O'Connell misses high for ball 4, and on base for a third time as Knox Hubbard bring out Justin Jenks, the courtesy runner.
Number 19, Justin Jenks, courtesy runner at first.
So Knox Hubbard draws the walk, loads them up with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Daniel Withers moves to third, Evan Corbin to second, and Knox Hubbard gets on to first. Then Justin Jenks on to run for him. First pitch to Braxton Dill misses ball 1. Braxton Dill 1 for 2 today. A single and driving in a run back in the 3rd. Dill takes a breaking ball for a strike. One count here in the top of the 4th inning. Docs with 1 run in so far. Dill pops up. Shallow outfield grass. The shortstop going out. Mendotti does make the catch to retire Dill and to finish things off in the top of the 4th inning. Doc Stewart's had 1 run on 2 hits. There were no errors for the boys this summer and 3 runners left on base. So we go to the bottom of the 4th. Doc Stewart's back in front by 6, 7-1 here on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM at 1490 AM.
When I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
We head to the bottom of the 4th. Owen Teese, Alex Henderson, and Mason Martinell, the 3 scheduled hitters for Boys of Summer, against Tristan Ledbetter throwing for the Docs into the 4th inning. Missed on the first pitch here to begin against Thies, who is 0 for 1 today. Thies will hit one out to Braxton Dill. He couldn't hang on to it, knocked it down as he was racing to the alley. Could not pull it in, and Thies will get on with a single. Well, worked out in his favor there for Dill as he was able to get a little bit of leather on it, knocked the ball down, didn't allow it to roll all the way to the wall. And so that holds Thies to just a leadoff single here in the 4th. Pitch in from Ledbetter, misses outside to Alex Henderson, who had a single back up the middle in the 2nd inning. That is the 6th hit in this game for the Boys of Summer as a foul ball hit sharply down the first base side. Evan Corbin was lunging at it, but that one out of his reach, rolls all the way to right field. 1-1 count for Alex Henderson. Doc Stewart's playing day 2 here in the the Papa's Pizza Invitational. Played twice yesterday, just 1 game the rest of the way until possibly Sunday. Tomorrow they'll play at 11 o'clock over at Hamlin Middle School, where they've got the brand new field that is home of the Springfield Drifters Wood Bat Summer League team. Ball out towards left field. On the run again is Braxton Dill. He'll have to chase as that ball gets all the way to the fence. It'll be Dill that comes up with it. They're going to send around the runner from first. And out to second base with a double is Alex Henderson. Henderson with the double all the way to the left field wall. Thies will score from first. And the Doc Stewarts leading by 5 once again. 7-2 now your score. Nobody out. Mason Martinell will bat. First pitch swinging fouled away. Second time through the lineup here for Boys of Summer. So their hitters have seen Tristan Ledbetter. Hadn't had a ton of success. They had some hits, but hadn't been able to produce many runs. Second time through here, they've been able to add a run to their total. Add a couple of runs, I should say. Here in the fourth inning, 1 run in the third as well, as a pitch misses just inside. 1-2 count for Mason Martinell.
Come on, Blue.
Martinell last time up struck out looking. Almost did again there on that pitch that just missed. The 1-2 lifted towards left field's going to drop in for another base hit. They're going to wave around another runner. Dill, a busy one out there. Oh, they didn't bring the runner home, and out at second base is Martinell. He tried to stretch the single into a double. And in all fairness, if the throw had gone to the plate, which I think everybody expected it to do, they probably would have gotten Martinell in safely at second. But Dill came up throwing to second base, and Martinell out there. And surprisingly, they don't score Alex Henderson from second base on that hit. He stops at third. 1 away. 0-1 count now to the 9-hitter, the catcher, McGargle. In the dirt. Knox Hubbard blocking that one. 1-1 count with a man at third. So 3 straight hits to lead off the fourth inning for Boys of Summer. Outside for Ledbetter, 2-1 count. So Alex Henderson was at second on that ball hit by Martinell. They waved him around third at first, but put the brake sign on late, and he headed back to the bag. And they didn't get a score. Pop fly on the infield to the shortstop, Cade Johnson. He makes the catch to retire McGargle. And there's 2 down. It'll be Matthew Liu to bat, the 10-hitter in the lineup for this Boys of Summer squad.
First baseman Matthew Liu.
Liu struck out looking in the third. The lefty will take a strike on the outside corner.
Hey, you got to live there, 1-8. Let's go, bud.
Just 1 run in so far here in the fourth. Inside for Ledbetter. 1-1 count. Bottom of the fourth inning, 7-2 our score in favor of your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. The 1-1 off speed, breaking ball. A lot of movement on that pitch, and it hit the spot on the outside corner. That's like finding a way to arch your back and wrench your arm around to hit just the right spot on the back when you're reaching for that itch. They went right back to the same spot. That got the hitter reaching. Matthew Liu reaching for that outside corner. Smacked one to Sebastian Watson at second base. And he grounds out there to finish off the bottom of the fourth. Doc Stewart's leading 7-2 after 1 run on 3 hits for Boys of Summer, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Boys of Summer. We'll go to the top of the 5th inning on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Leading up, the top of the fifth inning for the Roseburg Dock Stewarts, number 3, right fielder, Tourn.
7-2 ball game. Doc's in front of Boys of Summer as we start the fifth inning. Dominic Tourn, the lefty, will lead things off for the Docs. He takes high for ball 1 from Mason O'Connell, who is on the mound in relief of Tanner Nichols. Docs baseball brought to you by Dr. Lance and Randall. There's a strike hit on the inside corner to Tourn. Dr. Lance and Randall accepting new patients, so if you are looking for a new dentist, give them a call at 541-378-6694. The 1-1 pitch, inside this time to the lefty. Dahm 1 for 2 in the game with a single back in the second. So Tanner Nichols goes 3 innings. He gave up 6 runs in those 3 as a ground ball right side. Gets underneath of the glove for Cole Zilmer out there, the second baseman. Base hit for Tourn. Pulled that one far enough to get underneath the glove there, trying to get there. Zilmer just couldn't get to the spot in time. Tourn on base. Dunn will bat. Last time up, a soft line drive to the third baseman. He didn't get all of it, couldn't square up the pitch, and off the hands just kind of floated one over there to third base for the out. Takes outside for a 1-0 count from O'Connell. A 1-0 pitch. Dunn out in front of that one, pulls it foul. Trying to put together the final book here on Tanner Nichols, the starter for Boys of Summer. Inside, leaning out of the way, Dunn, a 2-1 count. Two balls, 1 strike, runner going. Strike on the outside corner and behind the plate. McGargle could not get the ball out of the glove into his hand in time. So a stolen base for Dominic Tourn puts him into scoring position. At the plate, Carson Dunn took the strike on the outside corner. He'll have a 2-2 count, 1 on in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. The 2-2. Ooh, just outside, carrying on the breaking ball there for O'Connell. Dunn, a full count for him. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That ball dropped. Dunn will head to the dugout. He goes down with the strikeout, 1 away. So 1 out. First strikeout for Mason O'Connell. Cade Johnson will bat. Final book on Tanner Nichols, the starter for Boys of Summer. 3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, and hit 3 batters. There were 5 errors committed in his time on the mound, so not all of those are going to go down as earned runs. High for ball 1 to Cade Johnson from O'Connell. Docs Baseball also brought to you today by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. Cade Johnson hits one to left field on the run. That one hits the warning track off the wall. Johnson racing for second. A run comes around to score. Cade Johnson has got 2 hits in the ball game and drives in his first run. He's got his second double of the ball game. And the Docs will get that run back they gave up in the bottom of the 4th. They're back up in front by 6 as Johnson trades places with Dominic Tourn. Cade Johnson had the first hit of the game for the Docs, a double in the first inning, Every first hit this season for the Doc Stewarts presented by MSK True Value. Make sure you don't swing and miss on your next project. Head to MSK True Value and Building Supply located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. Sebastian Watson at the plate with Johnson out at second base. First pitch, high and tight, ball one. Now there is a concession stand item that every ballpark should have during the summer. Massive Otter Pops. 1-0 pitch outside to Watson, a 2-0 count. You're good. Oh, called a strike, actually. It looks like a 1-1 count for Watson here. O'Connell staring down the runner at second. Delivers to the plate. Watson fouls that one towards the Doc's dugout down the third base side for strike two. Sebastian Watson 1 for 3 in the game. Flew out to center field in his last at-bat. Hit a ball pretty well, but not enough. A 1-2 count here for Watson. O'Connell staring in. Comes set, towing the third base side of the rubber. Watson hits a dribbler foul again. He stays alive on the 1-2 count. So Docs tomorrow, again, they'll be playing at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, so a slightly earlier start. We will plan on doing pregame at 10:45 as they get ready to take on the Post 6 Barbers out of the Portland metropolitan area. 1-2 pitch, swung and a miss on a breaking ball. Reaching for it was Watson. Throw down to first base will get him. First strikeout for Sebastian Watson in the ballgame. Second here in this frame for Mason O'Connell. 2 down. Brings up Jace Johnson, who has been hit by a pitch twice and reached on an error. He has scored twice in this game. He bats with cousin Cade Johnson out at second base. 2 away. The first pitch of the at-bat. Johnson takes outside. So tomorrow the Docs will take on the Barbers. First time we see them this season. That game again over at Hamlin Middle School. I'm looking forward to checking out that new turf field, that new stadium they've built over there. The 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside corner from the righty to the righty. That field over there new, kind of crazy to say that it's at a middle school, but that is like most advanced sports complex at a middle school I have ever seen. Inside pitch, pulled towards left field, drops in, fair ball. Cade Johnson racing home. Jace going to try and stretch it to a double. The throw is in time. Jace Johnson tried to swim around the tag, could not do so, but the run will count. An RBI single for Jace Johnson. He is thrown out at second, trying to stretch it into an extra base hit. Doc Stewarts will add another run. They will make it 9-2 as they take the lead going to the bottom of the fifth on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
For over 100 years, Douglas County Farmers Co-op has been serving the needs of farmers, ranchers, and homeowners throughout Southern Oregon. Here, everyone is welcome. When you shop with us, you can expect good people, good products, and good advice. No membership needed. Just bring yourself, and we'll provide the expertise and products you need to tackle your next project. Douglas County Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
Start at the bottom of the fifth inning, taking a look at your Garrettson Building Supplies scoreboard update here as the boys of summer will step into bat, trailing 9-2. First pitch swinging for the leadoff man, Cole Zilmer, out to center field, caught by Carson Dunn in center field for the first out. Carson Dunn twisting and turning, racing back on that ball. And for a moment there, it looked like it might have had a chance to get over his head, but he makes the leaping catch, came down with it to retire the first out here in the 5th inning for Boys of Summer. Down low, ball 1 from Tristan Ledbetter, still working on the mound for the Doc Stewarts here into the 5th inning. By my tally, low and inside, 2-0 count. 9 runs, 9 hits, and 2 errors for the Doc Stewarts. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 5 errors for Boys of Summer so far in this one. It's a 1-0 pitch. Make that a 2-0 pitch, was taken low and outside. I think the count goes to 3-0. Yes, it does. 3-0 count here for Chris Mock. He'll take ball 4 for the walk. And that'll be the first walk issued by Ledbetter in the game. One on with 1 out. Doc Stewart scored 3 runs in the first, added 3 in the third, led 6-0 before the Boys of Summer got a run in the bottom of the third. Doc's got it back in the top of the 4th inning. They would get a run. Boys of Summers got a run in the bottom of the 4th, and then Docs would get 2 back in the top of the 5th for their current 9-2 lead against the Boys. That is a look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Shop local. Shop Garrettson Building Supply. Building for all of your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply supporting Douglas County communities for 99 years. A ball to the left field, a base hit for Vic Mendotti. Mendotti is now 2 for 3 in this game. And so that'll put runners at first and second with 1 away. Ledbetter got what he wanted there, a ground ball, but just Mendotti able to squeak it through the left side of the infield. He'd like to see a ground ball that his infield can turn 2 with. Nope, instead a line drive to left field. Braxton Dill up with it. They put the brakes on late. Back to third base goes Chris Mock. It'll be a single for Logan Blank on a line drive to left field, his second hit of the game. Bases loaded for Boys of Summer with 1 out.
Now batting number 22, right fielder.
They'll keep the defense the way they are. Playing for the double play up the middle. The infield corners will come in just a bit. And the outfield they play in a bit closer, it looks like. Not by much. Pitch low, ball 1 to Judah Kim, who is the 5 hitter, a lefty at the plate. The 0-2 pitch the 0-1 pitch for, I messed that up twice. Now it's a 2-0 count. Not sure where I was getting 0-2. Judah Kim is 0 for 2 today. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Struck out his last time up against Ledbetter. He's ahead in the at-bat. 2 balls, no strikes. Swings and misses on a breaking ball that disappears on him. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 count for Ledbetter. Delivers in with the bases loaded. Gets a strike on the outside corner. One out, bases loaded. 2-2 count for Ledbetter. Ball fouled away. Doc Stewart's Baseball Today brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. Ground ball right side goes to Evan Corbin. They get the out at home. Just 1, but they do save the run there. So they go 3-2 on the put out for Chris Mock, the lead runner. He's the second out. Everybody else moves up 90 feet. Vic Mendotti goes to third. Logan Blank goes to second. Judah Kim gets on at first with the fielder's choice. So Ledbetter gets the second out here in the bottom of the 5th. Needs 1 more to get out of the jam. Owen Thies, 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. Takes high and inside, leans out of the way of a fastball that carries in.
Work now, bud.
A 1-0 pitch. That ball popped up back behind home. Foul for strike 1. teams that are coming up next. Looks like showing up to the ballpark. The 1-1 pitch. That ball in the air out towards center field. Carson Dunn trots in, and he makes the catch. And the Doc Stewarts will not give up a run to the Boys of Summer in the bottom of the fifth despite loading the bases. Boys of Summer, no runs on 2 hits. There were no errors, and 3 men are left on base. We'll go to the top of the 6th inning. Docs leading by 7 on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Go to the top of the 6th inning, late stages of this ball game. Today's game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? It'll be Daniel Withers who hits. He is 1 for 3 today. First pitch swinging, goes opposite field. Charging in, Judah Kim out there will make the catch to retire the first batter of the 6th inning. So back in the 4th inning, Mason O'Connell came into the game. We neglected to tell you that pitching change kind of caught us off guard. Didn't realize it was happening until it was already done. That pitching change was brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance, as are all pitching changes this season during Doc's baseball games. 1-0 count to Evan Corbin, who is 1 for 3 with an RBI today. Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance, if you've been thinking of switching things up, maybe making a call to the pen on your insurance company, get in touch with Chris. He's got 10 years of experience in insurance. He can make sure that you're getting the coverage that you need at a price that fits your budget. Auto, home, life, and more. That's Chris Hubbard at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com for a quote today. Line drive to left field. Evan Corbin drops it in for a base hit, his second of the day. So Corbin is 2 for 4 on the afternoon and will be at first base with 1 on and 1 out. Knox Hubbard is batting. Knox Hubbard without an official at-bat so far today. Been hit by a pitch and walked twice. First pitch to him, swung on and missed. Strike 1. On deck hitter will be the 4th batter to the plate here in the 6th inning. If he gets a chance to step up and bat, that's Braxton Dill over there. Dill 1 for 3 today. He's the on-deck hitter. Brought to you by Budget Lumber. There's a pitch inside to Knox, a 1-1 count. Budget Lumber, they've got everything you need for building a house, or, maybe you want to put a deck on your current house, and then you could be on deck. It's Budget Lumber, always striving to be number 1. A 1-1 count. Low and outside, gets away from the catcher McGargle, but Corbin stays at first base, doesn't try to test the arm of the catcher back there, as that one didn't get too far away. Hubbard, 2 balls and a strike here on a sunny and comfortable afternoon at the ballpark in Eugene. The 2-1 delivery, high, 3 balls and a strike for Knox Hubbard. The game coming up next here at the ballpark. That'll be the Post 58 Crushers, who the Docs beat yesterday 7-2, taking on the Post 6 Barbers, who the Docs will face tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Third walk of the day for Knox Hubbard. He will head on down to first, then wait for Justin Jenks to come out and run for him. Here comes Jenks. Fourth time in the game that Justin Jenks has gotten a chance to head on over to first to run for Knox Hubbard. Runners at first and second for the Docs here in the top of the sixth inning, leading 9-2 over the Boys of Summer. First pitch from O'Connell. Misses high for ball one. Braxton Dill does get the chance to hit here in the sixth inning. Had a single for an RBI back in the third inning. Hits the outside corner, does O'Connell on the 1-0 pitch. Docs have scored in every inning except for the second. Trying to get their first run here in the sixth. Runners at first and second, a ball to right field. That one will carry enough to Judah Kim out there. Back to second goes Evan Corbin. Braxton Dill threw the barrel out there on the outside corner, flared it out that direction, and had just enough behind it as that ball carried all the way out there. It'll bring up Dominic Tatone, 2 for 3 today for Dom. He's got a couple of singles, both of them to right field. They will shift a bit that direction. 2 down, 2 on. Top of the sixth. Docs looking to add some more insurance if they can. First pitch from O'Connell outside, ball one. Doc Stewart's 2-0 in tournament play, looking to go to 3-0. That would put them in a significant advantage spot in their pool as a pitch just misses inside to Tatone. Yesterday, Docs went 2-0 in Pool B. The Post 58 Crushers were 0-2, and Showtime Baseball was 0-1. Strike taken on the 2-0 pitch to Tatone. Yesterday in Pool A, the Emerald Challengers, the host team, they go 0-1 as they lost to Rose City Baseball 8-5. Rose City Baseball also winning over the Post 58 Crushers 15-8. 2-1 pitch. Tatone rips one to right field. Kim on the run will get there in time to make the catch. And the Docs are held scoreless in the top of the sixth inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Docs in front by 7 on 541radio.com and on the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning for the Boys of Summer, number 17, designated hitter, Alex Henderson.
Hey, let's go, 1-8.
Alex Henderson will lead things off for Boys of Summer. Trailing the Doc Stewarts 9-2 at the moment. Henderson 2 for 2 in this game with a single and a double as an RBI as well. He's got a 1-0 count from Tristan Ledbetter. Working into his sixth inning. Gets a swing and a miss with the off-speed pitch. Docs Baseball today brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. The 1-1 missing low. Ledbetter getting the bottom half of the lineup for a third time here in this frame. The 2-1. Line drive towards right center on the run. Dominic Tatone lays out and makes the grab in right field. Dominic Tourn making his way to the alley, makes the catch, and robs one away from Alex Henderson. One down, and Mason Martinell will step in. He's the extra hitter. Batting 10 guys, 4 boys of summer. That pitch inside. That will hit Martinell, who heads on down to first. So that'll be the first hit batter for Ledbetter today. Meanwhile, the pitching staff for the boys of summer have hit 4 Doc's hitters. 1 out, 1 on. Time called before the first pitch. Casey McGargle at the plate, 0 for 2. Both putouts made by the shortstop. Inside for ball 1 on a pitch. Didn't look too shabby there. Good spot by Ledbetter. Check swing off the nub of the bat, right at the bottom of the handle for strike 1. A 1-1 count on the foul ball. One out with a runner on at first. Strike taken.
Hey, you know where it's at. Let's go, bud.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Ground ball back to the mound. Ledbetter will throw to second. Cade Johnson takes it. He got run into by the runner. It got away on the throw to first. Throw to second base. Not going to be in time.
Nice try, boy.
There was some contact. It looked like there was both also Sebastian Watson and Cade Johnson were both at the bag to receive.
Now batting number 55.
They would both be there. They were both there to receive the throw from Ledbetter. And so it looked like Johnson might have gotten run into by the runner sliding in, but he went right into the bag, so it seemed to be a clean play and nothing otherwise talked about out there. And then Johnson's throw to first base got away, so McGargle will get on with the fielder's choice and then moves to second on the error. Runner at second with 2 down. It'll bring up the 10-hitter Matthew Liu, who takes the first pitch, strike 1. 0-1 pitch to Liu, the lefty. Hits a dribbler first base side, picked up by Ledbetter, and he will lose the ball. The runner going to come to the plate. The throw not going to get there in time. In safely comes in McGargle. Actually, that is the courtesy runner for him. Coming in. Now they're going to check on Ledbetter out there after he made that play. He tried to scoop up the ball on a swinging bunt and then make the tag on the runner, Matthew Liu. And instead of just fielding it and trying to go to first, he slipped and hopefully didn't pull anything. Hopefully all right. He gets a handshake as the day's going to be done for Tristan Ledbetter, and the Doc Stewarts will bring in a new arm. We'll go ahead and take a 60-second timeout for the call to the pen, brought to you by Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance. And when we come back, we will get you all the details on this pitching change for the Docs here in the bottom of the 6th on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to. By hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Blake Withers will take over for Tristan Ledbetter, who goes 5 2/3 innings. Ledbetter tried to make that play down the first base side on a swinging bunt. He tried to field it and then tag the runner. Felt like he could have maybe fielded it and then thrown to first a little bit easier. In the process, feet gave out. He went stretching for the ball. They squirted away. Heard someone say he might have gotten stepped on. I'm not sure how that all worked out. As a fly ball, first pitch for Blake Withers goes out to left field. And that will wrap up things here in the 6th inning as Blake Withers takes over for Tristan Ledbetter, and he will get the out as Cole Zilmer flies out for a 4th time in the ball game. We're going to keep it right here for the time being as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Doc Stewart's leading 9-3. So in the bottom of the 6th for the Boys of Summer, they scored 1 run on 1 hit. There was 1 Doc Stewart error, and there was 1 runner left on base for the Boys of Summer. It is a 9-3 score. Doc Stewart's in front. They will need to pitch to the Boys of Summer in the bottom of the 7th to finish up one here, but they lead by 6, looking to add some more insurance. So the final numbers here, let's take a look at Tristan Ledbetter. 5 2/3 innings. In that time, he gave up 10 hits and credited with 2 runs. Sorry, make that 3 runs go to his total. So 10 hits, 3 runs for Ledbetter. 1 walk. Finished with 4 strikeouts and the 1 hit batter. He's in line to get his first win of the season. That's Tristan Ledbetter coming out after a Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance call to the pen. Again, if you are looking at making a call to the pen with your insurance company, get in touch with Chris Hubbard State Farm Insurance at 541-672-3301 or visit chrisinsures.com for a quote today. All right, we go to the top of the 7th inning. Doc Stewart's have the 9-1-2 hitters coming up. Carson Dunn at the plate takes ball 1 on the first offering.
Number 8, center fielder Carson Dunn.
Do believe I checked once already, but yeah, that is the reliever Mason O'Connell still out there pitching for Boys of Summer as the ball fouled away by Dunn, gives him a 1-1 count. Boys of Summer had a 15-1 win over Showtime Baseball to start out the day today. That was their first game here in the tourney. Swing and a miss for strike 2 for Dunn. 1-2 pitch here for O'Connell. Ground ball foul. Third base side again for Dunn, and he's got himself still the 1-2 count. One-two pitch for O'Connell. Misses high, evens up the count for Carson Dunn. Dunn still looking for his first hit in this one. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. And it'll be a full count. On the mound, O'Connell thought that was going to be strike 3. Was expecting his catcher, McGargle, to send it around the horn. But he's back on the mound with a full count pitch. Misses inside, ball 4. And Carson Dunn will draw a leadoff walk here in the 7th.
Back to the top of the order for the Doc Stewarts. Number 1, shortstop.
1 on with nobody out. Doc's looking to try and add more insurance before the final at-bats for the Boys of Summer coming up in the bottom of the 7th. Cade Johnson at the plate takes high for ball 1. Cade Johnson is 2 for 3 in this game with a pair of doubles, has an RBI, and has been hit by a pitch as well. That pitch that hit him glanced off his helmet back in the 2nd inning. The 1-0 pitch, and he will get hit a second time. That one in the back. I feel like that one might have hurt a little bit more than the one that got him in the head. Cade Johnson, 2 hit by pitches, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored for the number 1 on your roster card. Mason O'Connell is second hit batter. That is the 5th of the ball game for Boys of Summer pitchers, and a visit out to the mound for this Boys of Summer pitching coaching staff, I should say. First and second for the Docs with nobody out. We've hit 1 o'clock. We'll try and get in a legal ID here in just a moment. Visit is over. Back to the dugout goes the coach for Boys of Summer. Brings up Sebastian Watson, who struck out last time up. First pitch swinging. He lifts one to left field. Drifting back out there is Owen Thies. Carson Dunn tagged and faked as if he'd go to third, but did not. So 1 away. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on The Score.
Up to bat for Roseburg, the designated hitter, number 16, Jace Johnson.
1 out. Jace Johnson steps in with Dunn at second. Cade Johnson at first. Ground ball left side at short. Mendotti throw to second. They'll get the out there. Dunn safely to third. Jace Johnson safely on at first with the fielder's choice. Cade Johnson gets cut down at second base. 2 away.
Up to bat for the Roseburg.
Runners on the corners for the Docs.
Number 20, Daniel Withers.
And Daniel Withers will get a chance to bat. Withers 1 for 4 today. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Today's ball game brought to you by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. The 1-0 pitch. Withers line drive to left field, going to drive in another run. Heading first to third will go Jace Johnson. Withers going to try and get in with a double, and he will. Daniel Withers has his first extra base hit of the day. A double for the youngster from Umpqua Valley Christian School. He drives in a run as well. 10-3 now the score for the Docs.
Number 12, first baseman, Evan Corbin.
For Daniel Withers, he'd come into today batting .391. That'll be his 7th double as the first pitch to Evan Corbin out to center field over the head of Logan Blank. Withers will score behind Jace Johnson. Heading for third, Evan Corbin head first slide. A 2-run triple for the first baseman. Evan Corbin goes dead center field over the head of Logan Blank out there for the triple. Drives in Daniel Withers from second, and Jace Johnson comes in to score from third. Carson Dunn scored earlier in the inning, so the Docs with 3 runs here in this frame. At third base, Evan Corbin swinging a foul ball for Knox Hubbard. Back-to-back extra base hits, a double by Withers, a triple by Corbin. Withers had 6 doubles coming into the matchup, so he's got 7 on the season now. He also picked up an RBI. That would be his 13th of the year, which does lead the team. Foul ball for Knox Hubbard, 0-2 count. Evan Corbin with that triple. That's just his 2nd extra base hit of the season. He drove in 2. He's got 9 RBI now on the year. The 0-2 pitch to Hubbard is high for ball 1. Knox Hubbard walked 3 times and been hit by a pitch today. The 1-2 from O'Connell, outside. And if there's somebody that's going to work a walk out of an 0-2 count, it's going to be Knox Hubbard. Knox came in with 12 walks on the season. He's up to 15 now. He will hit one towards shortstop. Mendotti up with it, throws to first, and that'll retire Knox for the first time today. Doc Stewart's add some insurance. They put 3 runs on the board. They lead 12-3 over the Boys of Summer. They've got their work cut out for them. Boys of Summer need 9 runs to keep this game going as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning on 541radio.com and on the score. 92.3 FM and 14.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza. Made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily, with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churs for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Hundreds of years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Bottom of the 7th inning. These tournament games have a 2-hour time limit, but the Docs will look like they'll get this one into the 2-hour time limit. As long as they can finish things up here. They need 3 outs. The Boys of Summer need 9 runs to keep it going, 10 to win it. A chopper towards shortstop off the first pitch of the frame. Chris Mock will ground out to Cade Johnson for the first out. Blake Withers on in relief of Tristan Ledbetter. Not a save opportunity for Blake Withers as he came in with the game, a sizable lead already for the Docs at the time. Withers will fire in a first pitch strike one against Vic Mendotti for Blake Withers this season. 4th appearance for him, all of them out of the bullpen as he misses low, a 1-1 count. 9 innings worked this year. He does have 1 save and 1 save opportunity, a 1.56 ERA, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks issued coming into the matchup. Pitch. I am terribly sorry about that. My clipboard falling out of the window on me, and of course there's people sitting in the shade underneath me. I am so sorry. That probably had to catch you off guard there. I didn't have time to say anything. 2-2 count as we return back to action here. Blake Withers gets a pop fly in foul territory to Evan Corbin, and Corbin will make the catch to retire Mendotti. So 2 down, and it'll be Logan Blank to bat, the last resort so far for this Boys of Summer club. Today's game brought to you by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. First pitch from Withers is high for ball 1. Doc Stewart's trying to go to 3-0 in the tourney. High and away for Withers, 2-0 count. Stick around. Once this game goes final, we'll have a quick post-game show where we will bring you a recap of the contest and name our Mountain Mike's Pizza player of the game for the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. 2-0 pitch. Hits the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 is fouled away. 2-2 count. So Blake Withers is 1 strike away from trying to wrap this one up here on the score and on our video player there at 541radio.com, where Doc's streaming is brought to you by the Cow Creek Tribe. A line drive will get into center field for a base hit for Logan Blank, his 3rd hit of the game. And a bit longer. 1 runner on. Still a long way to go for the Boys of Summer. And they are going to have to do it all with 2 outs if they have it in them. 1 runner on and 2 down. It'll be Judah Kim, who is 0 for 3 today, up to bat. First pitch inside to the lefty for ball 1. Blake Withers out of his stretch. Gets a ground ball foul on that third base side. 1 hopped on the dirt just beyond the chalk line on the third base side. They've got a small little stretch of dirt that they've dug out of the grass over there for the runners when they take their lead at third base. The 1-1 pitch over the middle, just a bit elevated. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 down and a runner at first. Judah Kim at the plate. Ground ball right side. It takes a nice hop up for Sebastian Watson, and he will field it and fire to first to wrap up the victory today for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base for the boys of summer in the bottom of the 7th. As this one goes final, 12-3 your final score. Doc Stewarts get the win. They will improve to 13-6 on the season. They've got themselves another 3-game winning streak. We'll tell you all about it when we come back here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Years before county boundaries were drawn, the Cow Creek Umpqua tribe lived on Southern Oregon lands. The Cow Creek were known then for their sense of community. They still are. Today, the success of their world-class casino resort and other Cow Creek businesses benefit our communities. The Cow Creek Foundation has given over $20 million to Southern Oregon charities. The Cow Creek Umpqua tribe, a Southern Oregon tribe and a giving people.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Working from a hot tin shed, Paul W. Klipsch, genius and maverick, designed and hand-built his first commercial loudspeaker with the intention of bringing live music right into your living room. Today, we still make them like we used to, by hand, with passion, with pride. Klipsch Heritage Loudspeakers.
Give Klipsch Heritage speakers a listen at Good Vibrations, top of the hill, Northeast Stevens in Roseburg.
Remember the good old days? When you didn't have to make an appointment or wait in line for an hour just to talk to your teller. When businesses were local and gave back to the community. At Cascade Community Credit Union, there are some things will never change. We're the only credit union or bank headquartered in Douglas County, and making our members a priority has always been our priority. For easy and simplified banking, visit CCCU. No appointment, just come on in.
I don't think you realize how much energy you've lost until you start the hormone replacement process.
Our energy really started to wane. We were both gaining weight. My sleep pattern got really messed up.
One Peak Medical changed our lives individually and as a couple.
We're just a lot happier because we feel better. We're not tired and run down, and it just makes our lives easier and happier.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
We welcome you back here to Sweet Johnson Stadium, where today the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts will get the win on top of the boys of summer to improve to 13-6 on the season. And the Doc Stewarts are now 3-0 here in the tournament at the Papa's Pizza Invitational. Doc Stewart's out to a great start. They are looking to be headed to the Championship Sunday. They'll be playing on Sunday. Now, where they play exactly in the matchups, whether they'll make it the third-place game or if they play in one of the two matchups that'll determine our championship bout, we'll find out about that here as this one goes on. But still have Friday and Saturday to help determine how everything shapes up on Sunday. But as we wrap it up here, taking a final look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Shop local. Shop Garrettson Building Supply for all your home improvement and outdoor living needs. Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for 99 years. Roseburg, 12 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors in this one. 3 runs, 12 hits, 5 errors for the boys this summer. as Tristan Ledbetter will pick up his first win of the season. He pitches 5 2/3 innings in the victory, gave up 3 runs on 11 hits, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts, hit 1 batter in there as well. Did a good job of limiting the damage. On the other side, Tanner Nichols will take the loss. The starter for Boys of Summer goes 3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He hit 3 batters as well. Taking a look at your scoring recap, Doc Stewart's got 3 in the first, added another 3 in the top of the third to lead 6-0. Boys of Summer finally got on the board in the bottom of the third, made it 6-1. Doc's got the run back in the top of the fourth, made it 7-1. Boys of Summer get another run in the bottom of the fourth, making it 7-2. The Docs would add 2 in the top of the fifth to make it 9-2. Boys of Summer get 1 in their final run of the game in the bottom of the sixth, 9-3 your score before the Docs score 3 runs in the top of the seventh for our final score of 12-3. That's a look at how this one played out. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll look at the pitching numbers and the offensive numbers from today's game, and we name today's Mountain Mike's Pizza Player of the Game. Stick around. Our final segment of the postgame show up next here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My name's Chris. 2016, I got lymphoma stage 3 cancer and went through radiation for 6 months. I was exhausted all the time, and that's when I found One Peak Medical. My family life got better because I was more attentive and more energy. Because of One Peak Medical, I'm back doing everything I love to do.
Hormone balancing can help with fatigue, anxiety, pain, and much more. Call or book online today at onepeakmedical.com.
Deciding where to purchase your next vehicle is just as important as the vehicle itself. At Roseburg Honda, our seasoned staff is dedicated to matching you with the right car. From sales to service, our goal is to make sure all of your needs are met, and you leave our dealership feeling good every time you visit. No need to waste your valuable time driving up and down the freeway when the ultimate car buying experience is right here at home. Roseburg Honda. We treat you like family.
Get ready to satisfy your dessert cravings with Mountain Mike's new mini churros. These delicious bite-sized churros are the perfect dessert to pair with your favorite Mountain Mike's pizza, made with only the freshest and finest ingredients, dough made fresh daily with 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese, and toppings to the edge. For limited time only, get 16 mini churros for the whole family for only $4.99. Don't wait. Order yours today for dine-in, carry-out, or delivery.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in for today's broadcast of Doc Stewart's Baseball, whether you tuned in on the radio or watching online at 541radio.com and on the YouTube channel, 1490 The Score. Appreciate everybody being a part of it. It's great to have you with us here on this Thursday afternoon. Docs get the win, 12-3. Video coverage of Docs Baseball is presented by the Cow Creek Tribe. We appreciate their sponsorship of the Docs here on The Score. Well, taking a look at the numbers, getting the win, Tristan Ledbetter, 5 2/3 innings, gave up 11 hits. I think I mistakenly said 10 earlier. We found another hit in there. With that extra hitter, my scorecard looks a little different than it normally does. So 11 hits in there, 3 runs allowed. 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter for Ledbetter as he picks up his first win of the season. Tristan Ledbetter is now 1-2 on the year. Blake Withers came on in relief. He pitched the final inning in a third, not a save situation, but he gives up 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts as he finishes out the game for the Docs. Tanner Nichols takes the loss for Boys of Summer. He pitched the first 3 innings, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 1, and hit 3. Mason O'Connell finished out the final 4 innings, gave up 6 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and 2 hit batters. For the offensive numbers today, for the Doc Stewart's, the visiting team, Cade Johnson goes 2 for 3 in the game with 2 doubles. He was hit by a pitch twice, had a RBI and scored twice. Sebastian Watson goes 1 for 5 in the game with an RBI single and a run scored. Jace Johnson was 1 for 3 in the game, was hit by a pitch twice, scored 3 times and had an RBI. Daniel Withers goes 2 for 5 in the game with 2 runs scored and an RBI, had a double. Evan Corbin goes 3 for 5 on the day, had 2 singles, a triple, and drove in 3 runs. He also scored a run. Knox Hubbard drew 3 walks in this game and got hit by a pitch, gets on base 4 times, but finishes 0 for 1. Braxton Dill goes 1 for 4 with an RBI single. Dominic Tatone goes 2 for 4 in the game with 2 singles and a run scored. And Carson Dunn goes 0 for 3 with a run scored after reaching on a walk. For the boys this summer, Chris Mock finishes with 2 singles. Vic Mendotti finishes with 2 singles. Logan Blank had 3 hits, 3 singles and an RBI. Let's see. Owen Thies has a 1 for 3 day with a single and a run scored. Alex Henderson had a single and a double, drove in a run. Mason Martinell had a 1 for 2 day with a single and a hit by pitch. Casey McGargle finished out hitless, and Matthew Liu goes 1 for 3 with a single. And that is today's ball game, as the Doc Stewarts get a 12-3 victory and will improve to 13-6 on the season and go to 3-0 in the tournament. For the boys of summer, with the loss there, they are now 1-1 in tournament play. Coming up next, it is the Post 58 Crushers taking on the Post 6 Barbers in our next game. The Barbers will have a doubleheader. They take on the Mudville 9 after that. Then it's Emerald Challengers, the Eugene team, against Rose City Baseball. For a second consecutive day, the 2 teams played yesterday. Rose City Baseball won 8-5. And then Eagle River, Alaska plays their first game of the tournament tonight, and they will take on Rose City Baseball in the final game of the day 2 here in the tourney. So after today's games, we'll have a look at how things are shaping up for everybody. Doc Stewart's with 2 games left to go. They'll play the Post 6 Barbers on Friday at 11 o'clock from Hamlin Middle School, and then they take on the Mudville 9 on Saturday at 11:20 here at Swede Johnson Stadium. So that is a look at what's coming up the rest of the tournament for your Roseburg Dr. Stewarts. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us here from today's broadcast. Hopefully you've had a great morning and afternoon and got plenty of great things coming up for the rest of your day here on this Thursday. I'll be heading back home to put together a game recap of this one and get geared up to come back up here tomorrow for another 11 o'clock start time here on The Score. Want to say thanks to the Emerald Challengers for hosting this tournament here today and for the invite for the Dr. Stewarts. Want to say thanks to the Boys of Summer for a well-played game here today. Want to say thanks to head coach Jeremiah Robbins, to the entire American Legion baseball program in Roseburg for allowing us to bring you another season of Roseburg Dr. Stewart's baseball here on The Score. Thanks to Grady Hamilton back in the studio for the radio production here today. And as always, a thanks to you, the fan, for tuning in for today's broadcast. Because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Kieran. We will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning when the Doc Stewarts take on the Post 6 Barbers in a game that starts at 11 o'clock. Our pregame will start at 10:45 from Hamlin Middle School. You can tune in and watch the game streaming live online at 541radio.com, presented by the Cow Creek Tribe, and right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.